Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the QX Financial video podcast. I'm Janko Castro, CEO and founder of QX Financial, and we have here Shadi Allred, our head of operations. Welcome, Shadi, to our podcast again.
Thanks, Janko.
As you guys remember, last time we discussed a little the value and the benefits of security and how to utilize it and how to maximize it. Today, we want to talk about additional risks that Social Security is able to help you hedge, right?
Right. So when we first start looking at forming a financial plan for retirement, there are three main pillars that we want to make sure every retirement plan has. The first one is that reliable income source. So we're talking pensions, annuities, things that you can depend on and that don't fluctuate. The second one that we rely on is our investments and savings. Those, are a huge focus, especially during our working years, but those tend to fluctuate, right? And then the third one is Social Security, what we've been talking about lately. Being able to include that as part of your financial plan during retirement can be key for you for several different reasons.
Exactly right. We tend to forget about good old Social Security. We believe security will be there in some shape or form in the future. But if it continues in the form that it is today, it will help you, as we mentioned earlier, to really hedge against three major risks as you are in retirement. So the first one is going to be rising prices, inflation, right? And right now,
good old inflation.
With all inflation, we're hearing so much about inflation right now. As of August 1st of 2023, we saw the numbers, inflation is finally coming down. It could go the other way in the next couple of months, so we'll continue to go down. But regardless, the point is that things get more expensive. And as a retiree on a fixed income, that hurts you. Well, a lot of people do not know that Social Security actually goes up in value due to inflation. We have something called the cost of living adjustments or COLA rate that retirees get every year. And that helps that paycheck to keep pace with inflation somewhat. So today we're not going to discuss how is that calculated, is the real inflation versus CPI inflation. We'll leave that conversation for some other time. But all we would like you to remember is that that income stream is guaranteed to grow as inflation goes up. Now, you have to remember that this COLA rate comes in once a year. So there's a bit of a lag between the actual increase of prices to when your actual paycheck goes up, right? There's always a lag in this case for about a year, but it's there. So it will come as time progresses to help the retiree keep up with the cost of inflation and the cost of goods and services. So with that being said, there's a second risk that Social Security can help you hedge, and that's market downturn. Markets go up, markets go down. Interest rates go up, interest rates go down. But regardless of the economic environment, your Social Security paycheck will be there, plus your COLA rate, as we discussed earlier, right? So you don't have to worry about what the S&P 500 does or the Dow Jones does. It will affect your investments, obviously, right? But it will not affect your income. So this is very important because we always tell our clients that retirement is not about assets. Retirement is about income. So if all your money is in assets and needs to be turned into cash in order to turn them into income, you are highly susceptible to market downturn. But if you have a guarantee level income or increasing amount of income every single year, that takes a lot of pressure off your investments, allowing you to be more aggressive if you so choose, take advantage of other opportunities, and still maintain your lifestyle, right? That's another thing security will help you do. There's other things that you should concern yourself about, like healthcare costs, long-term care, that kind of thing. Well, the good news is that your Social Security income will continue even in the case of those events. And if you're doing right planning, we should already put money aside to cover those healthcare and long-term care costs as part of your plan. If you haven't done that yet, let us know. We're happy to help you. And the last one that we want to talk about today is longevity risk. Do we know how long we're going to live? For the most part, we do not. Right? We always like to joke with your clients. We always ask them if they got the letter from God, right? letter that states the day they're going to die. And none of us have gotten that letter, nor we will. And that's the problem. So you can have a retiree that dies at 65 or 95 or somewhere in between or even longer. So the point of this is that Social Security will help you hedge against that risk because it's an ongoing payment. It will never stop, whether you make it to 65, 75, or 105, is guaranteed to continue to pay, plus the color rate, right? Every single year, continue to pay you until you die. So it's great to have a long, fulfilling life in retirement, but the longer we live, the more pressure that puts into our assets. But having that guaranteed income, once again, takes pressure off those other investable assets you may have to sustain you for a long, long time. So nowadays, we tell our clients that as they plan for retirement, they should be planning for a minimum to age 100, at a minimum, right? We know that for millennials and Gen Zs, probably 40% of us will make it to age 100, which is almost twice as much as was expected of the boomer generation, right? So obviously that it depends on health, depends on the part of the country that you live. There's all kinds of factors involved. But now we tell our clients you should plan for that long haul because odds are you're gonna get there. Okay. Well, those are the three things that we wanted to discuss with you today on how can Social Security help you hedge some retirement risk. Anything we should add to that, Shirley? Anything that you think that we should add to the conversation?
Nope, that sounds good. I have a funny story about longevity risk, though. So my grandfather, when he was looking at retirement, he was really afraid to retire because from what he saw and from, looking at his parents and grandparents, they retired because they were about to die, right? And so when he was looking at retiring, he didn't want to for a long time because you only retire and then you die. However, with longevity, I mean, people are living a lot longer. They're living fuller lives for much longer. And now he's probably 85 or so, close to 90, and he's still, going on trips and he's still got good health. Back when he was a kid, you didn't see that very much. So for our generation, what is our retirement going to look like? We have to be really careful about how we plan and not just depend our experience upon the experience of our parents and grandparents.
Exactly right. Well, first of all, congratulations to him that he make it all the way out there. That's great, and continue going strong. So that's awesome. But yeah, most of us will have that. So I will close with this. When you jump out of a plane, would you like to have a parachute or would you rather not have a parachute? Right. So it's better to have it than not have it. So you may believe that you're not going to make it to 90, but it's better to plan for it. So with that thought, we'll leave you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this really quick and short podcast today. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions. We're happy to look at your plan and give you some ideas. And we wish you the best. Have a wonderful day.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.